Ratings were down. So we did this the other day. 2.119 million.
Right.
Second lowest since September 8th. No, lowest since September 8th.
All right. So
that's weird because that was the go home for Saudi Arabia, right?
Yeah.
Yes. So Roman comes out. LA Knight comes out. Roman's interrupts. Roman said he would typically tell this irrelevant town to acknowledge him, but they know who he is. Reigns said Knight got all the people on the side. It's not easy this day and age. Told the fans to chant. Reigns told the fans to chant his name. So this would be the last night that happens. Reigns said he turned his business into a multi-billion-dollar industry. And Reigns said the only thing Knight has done is get the fans to chant his name and cosplay a redneck version of my cousin. Reigns said he would smash Knight, leave him in the desert. Knight said Reigns doesn't understand that he's not coming at him from the same angle as everyone else. And said he wasn't there to finish something. He was there to start his own era. Said he wouldn't cosplay. He would live it. Knight said Reigns made himself a megastar by carrying the title, whereas Knight is a megastar every day. And Knight said he doesn't do warning shots. He told Reigns to make sure he's good and done or he'd be back and find him. Knight said the only bloodline would be dripping down from between Reigns' eyes while Knight is named the new champion. And Nick Aldis and a group of referees stepped between Reigns and Knight. And Reigns left the ring and barked at Heyman to hurry up. This is all right. Well, what'd you think of this?
I thought it was a good segment because this time Roman interrupted LA Knight. Remember last week,
Right.
LA Knight interrupted him? They did it differently, but I thought that was nicely done. Bro, it's weird to see how fast, even though they actually went slow at the beginning, and he's already challenging Roman for the title, and people were believing in him. And then Joe sent us some WhatsApp or something saying that in WWE they still weren't sure if he was.
Look, I read.
Like,
I'm going to read this report. I'm going to read this.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to read what Joe sent. All right.
Who's this from?
This is from SportsIllustrated.com.
Yeah, Barrasso.
Knight is one of WWE's hottest commodities, but plenty of doubts remain backstage.
Right.
Okay, I want you to listen to the wording here specifically. Okay.
Right.
Plenty of doubts remain backstage.
Right.
There is a belief among some that Knight has reached the peak of his popularity, and there was some tongue-in-cheek fun by Reigns on last night's airing of SmackDown, chiding Knight for successfully cosplaying a redneck version of The Rock. But there are those in creative who feel Knight is an act that can go no higher. All right. I'm just flat out going to call this very dubious reporting. All right. Because there's not, bro, you think somebody like that they're pushing Knight, like the creative team is pushing Knight right now, right? He just wrestled Roman on a pay-per-view. You think Tom Barrasso knows somebody in creative that's telling him that this act can go higher?
This is what I think. Okay. I know this guy. I don't know him personally, but I think I did an interview with him once.
I wrote an article for him.
And he seemed very, very respectful. You know, still a fanboy like mostly everybody else, but very respectful. This is what I think happened, Disco. You and me grew up in an era where if you said that you were talking to the dirt sheets, you'd get heat or get laughed at. Okay,
right.
These guys grew up with the dirt sheets, and I guarantee you. They find no reason. They find no harm just telling him, hey, or somebody in creative or a wrestler saying, you know, maybe he heard it from somebody in creative, like Drew would be talking to Billy, remember, or like Ray talks to me, or like Santos talks to me. You know, they're probably telling him, hey, creative thinks that this guy, you know, is hit his plateau and he can't get any higher. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I do believe it. Because I think this generation doesn't care about talking to the sheets. They grew up with them.
Here's my point, okay?
Yeah.
Bro, there's nothing that you can find any mark on the internet that would say the LA Knight can go no higher. And it's like that doesn't mean they're going to stop pushing the guy. You know what I'm saying? It's like this is such a silly report for me. It's like it's just like you know.
Yeah, but let me play devil's advocate. Devil's advocate, and I'm not defending him. Just being devil's advocate. You know, he interviews a lot of wrestlers, right?
Right.
Okay, one of those wrestlers could be friends with somebody in creative, or he could know somebody in creative. You know, he goes to all the shows because he's always putting pictures. Oh, you know, are you Sports Illustrated, Justin Barrasso? Hey, nice to meet you. I'm from creative, and he gets a friendship, and the guy's telling him, hey. You didn't hear from me. You heard it from somebody in creative. You know, this is happening. Maybe. I'm just giving you devil's advocate.
Okay. Let me give you a perfect example about this, though, right?
Right.
Let's say, for example, Dave Meltzer talked to you, talked to Chris Jericho, talked to Ric Flair, and talked to Hulk Hogan.
Right.
And they wanted to know what they thought of Macho.
Right.
you might get 4 completely different opinions.
Right.
Okay, you know what I'm saying? So my point is, this is a perfect, like I'm just saying, like a report like this just sounds like, okay, we're getting the critics of LA Knight and we're getting them on record, and this is what they think of him. He's not going to go any higher. And you could, perfect example, you could ask me what we think of LA Knight, you what they think of LA Knight, and Kevin Nash
Right.
what they think of LA Knight right today. And what would all three would be different answers and different opinions of the guy. Right. My point is like,
Well, I think you and me have the same opinion. So
no,
that probably...
but I'm saying Nash has a different opinion. Okay,
Right.
so I'm saying, so like Nash would say he's gone as far as he can. I
Right.
would say no, I don't think so. But
Right.
we report both of those, but they would probably all report the guy that says this is as far as he can go.
Yeah, but maybe he
It's like,
didn't talk to 4 people. Maybe he just talked to one and he trusts him. I think,
This did
you
not
know,
sound
when
like
I...
one person. It sounded like people backstage and those in creative.
Okay.
It sounds
all
like
right, all right.
multiple people, and
Yeah,
it's like,
no,
you know,
that doesn't sound. It is if he writes it like
Right.
that, it's multiple people.
exactly.
Yeah.
That's why I said be
Right.
very, you know. But that's what I'm saying.
Right.
It's like the guy's good TV. He cuts, you know, he's a more over version right now of the Miz. Okay,
Right.
like the Miz is good TV because he cuts good. He does a promo segment. LA Knight's kind of got that spot, and he's higher on the card than Miz right now. You know what I'm saying? So I don't
Right.
think, like, you know, the way it's being framed is people cut. Bro, the guy got over fast,
Right.
and he's going to have haters in the
Right.
company that are jealous of the guy. That's, you know,
Right.
I mean, period. That's all those stories
That's
are.
normal.
That is not,
So
right. It's
yeah,
very
can you
normal.
believe
Yeah.
this guy? He didn't even.
Right.
Yeah. So
Right.
there's something that I caught that I don't know if many people caught, and I actually had to rewind it. So Knight says something like, I think you actually read it. I'm not here to finish something. I'm here to start something. Was
Start a
that
new
it?
era. I'm not here to start an era.
Okay. So I felt, tell me if you feel the same thing, but I felt Knight was like, you know, giving shade to Rhodes because, you know, he's kind of taking a shot at him by saying that line while other baby faces haven't. You know what I'm saying?
Got nothing wrong with that. Absolutely nothing wrong with that, in my opinion. Like I said, bro, let me tell you something.
But that's pretty good, right?
LA Knight has done a lot of like digs at guys.
Right.
You know, he digs at Nash. He did like callbacks of it. You know, and in a subtle way, he takes digs at people, and I'm like,
right.
It's controversial. That's what, bro.
I like that. It's different.
He's really good on the mic. That's the deal here, and so people are going to be.
And he's very confident, which is very important.
Yes. For a guy that people think like, well, who is this guy to be? You know, well, he's out there getting over. You know,
right. Listen to the people
doing the Listen to the people. It's like, dude, and I think people are jealous of that backstage.
And that was that was a good line by Roman. You're a cosplay redneck version of my cousin. I thought this was a good opening segment.
It was.